So today we are making dumpling, litombolo, some call it ujece. We are going to be making this in a pot of beef curry for our very special guest. Alright, so I've started by adding 4 cups of plain flour. This is just your normal baking flour. And then I've added a pocket of yeast, it's instant yeast, and I've added a pinch of salt. I am then going to sift this together and make sure that everything is well mixed. Alright. Then I am going to add a quarter cup of white sugar. Preferably you can use brown sugar if you don't have white, and then make a well into your bowl and add lukewarm water. I actually do not have measurements for this water, but I am just going to keep on adding it until I get the right consistency that I am looking for. This is a lot of work. This needs some patience. We're just going to keep on mixing this together, and then once everything has come together, we will put it on our kitchen countertop. Okay? Sprinkle your surface with your baking flour. This is to ensure that the dough does not stick up on that top of yours. Then go in with both your hands and start kneading. This is going to take you some time. It might take you 10, 15 or 20 minutes depending on how you are kneading. You just want it to be well mixed together. You just want to make sure that you just want to make sure that your dough becomes stretchy, your dough becomes, very nice to work with. So I'm just going to go in there with my olive oil as well. I'm gonna put olive oil in my hands, and then I'm gonna start kneading and kneading and kneading and kneading. As I see my need to add olive oil or to add more flour on my surface, or to even add a bit of milk so that my dough is not too stiff, Yes. So I keep on adding my milk, keep on adding my olive oil, and just keep on kneading until I get my right consistency. Let us knead. If you feel like the dough is too much to work with, just cut it into half. Knead the other half, and then when you're done with the first half, move on to the next one, and then you put everything together again and you knead it, just as I am doing. This is easy, but it just needs patience. It just needs your patience. Sorry. After kneading, you just want to put your dough in a bowl greased with olive oil and keep it in a warm place. You can put it outside on the sun, or you can put it in your car, or you can put it anywhere or inside an oven. But just put it in there so that it rises. This will take you for about an hour. Alright, in my pan, in my pot with oil, I'm just going to go in and add in my beef, my meat, and then I'm just going to keep on browning this until it gets brown, until it gets the color that I want it to, until it gets to that tender stage before I add anything. Alright, then for the stew, I'm going to chop up my onion, I'm going to chop up my celery, I'm going to chop up 2 potatoes, and I'm going to chop up some carrots as well. I am not peeling the potatoes. I'm just going to throw them into the pot as they are. We are making a beef curry. You just want it to be as meaty as possible. All right. These are the veggies that I'm going to be using. As always, I am going to add all the ingredient list on our description box. Okay, so this is what our meat looks like now. I've only just been stirring. I haven't added anything. So I'm just going to transfer this into a clean dish so that I can start frying my veggies for the stew. Okay. After removing all the meat from the pot, in the same pot, add in your onion and your celery that you have chopped up and let that soften up. After adding that in, you can add a tablespoon of crushed garlic and a tablespoon of ginger. Today we are cooking for a very special guest. I cannot wait for him to arrive. I can't wait to introduce him to you guys. He will be here in no minute. I am so excited. I cannot wait, guys. So this means that we are going to be having a part 1 and part 2 of this video, because I need to sit down with our guest and eat with him, and he has to give us a review of our food. All right, once your onion has softened up, you can add about a tablespoon of your tomato paste and let that cook together. After adding your tomato paste, you can add about 2 bay leaves, and then you can add your, what's this again? I forgot what this spice is. Okay, add your curry, add that star spice. I think it's the anise, I forgot. But well, you know, this is what it should be looking like by now. Then add in your beef back into the pot and all the juices, and just mix all that together. After mixing all this together, I'm just going to stir up about 2 tablespoons of our beef powdered stock and add hot water and just let that simmer and cook. So this is actually 2 cups of my beef stock. All right, then I'm going to add all the veggies that I've chopped up, my carrots, 2 carrots, and my potatoes. At this point, this is what your pot should be looking like. All right, now going back to our dumpling, going back to lidombolo lwethu. It has risen. It is, I am so happy, I am so excited, I cannot complain. Seriously, can't complain, guys. Okay, you see, so I punched that to get rid of the air from the dough, and then I'm just going to knead that for a minute or 2 again, just to make sure that there is no air in my dough. And then I'm going to mold this into small balls, and I'm going to pour it. Can you taste that? And then I'm going to pour it into my pot, right into our beef pot. Just as I am doing, cut your dough into smaller pieces so that you can work with, and mold it into smaller balls, just as I am doing. Also, it is advisable that you add some olive oil into your hands to avoid it from sticking up, or you know, just so that you can mold it easily. This is how your dough should be looking like. This, guys, it saves time. Let me tell you something. Yabona ito yakho, if it has well risen, if ito yakho ikukhumuke kahle, it won't take so much time to cook. It will just cook by very fast and easy. I mean, in 20 minutes my dough was ready. So this is the reason why you need to make sure that your dough is well mixed, your dough is well risen as well. Just be patient with it. This also saves electricity, because then you don't have to make your dough in a separate pot. Beautiful flavors. Can you imagine all that steam going into that dough with all those flavors? We are going to close our pot and let it cook for about 20 minutes on low heat. After 20 minutes, this is how my pot looks like. My dumpling is actually ready. Look at this. How beautiful is this? How beautiful is this? Guys, okay, I'm now going to remove my doughs from the pot because it's ready and I am happy with how it is. Please do use a spoon. Don't, if it's too hot and you can't handle it, I'm just used to this heat, guys. That's why I'm using my hands. Then I'm just going to add in my corn and my extra veggies. That does not need to cook for that long. And my stew is actually ready and it has thickened up so well. I am so happy with it. This is what my final dish looks like. You guys have seen me make spinach before. You've seen me make butternut. I am so happy. And our guest is here. Can you guys guess who this guy is? Can you guys guess who is doing my makeup? I don't want to do so much introduction now because we have part 2. And part 2, bobo ona, ziyakhala, ziyawa, ziyasha, ziyahephena. Guys, please do meet. Please do meet
So it really just depends on the formula.
The ambassador
When it comes to like
of Mac,
you must always
Ivan
choose something
Hardy.
really
I'll see you in part 2, guys. I hope you do enjoy this video. Please stay tuned because we are still going to eat and he needs to rate our dish. Do not miss out.
under their eyes, but otherwise, because of your golden undertone, like a gold will do you well. Like under the eye to like blend. Sometimes I just take a clean brush and I blend with it. I don't even need to like put another color under.
And of course, it's important that you take note of the kind of brushes that you use.
Yes.
Yeah.
Please open your eyes and look up. I know this is the most difficult one. Oh, but be quite strong. And by the way, good luck taking this eye pencil off.
Oh,
It's waterproof.
Oh my goodness.
It doesn't come off at all, but that's the beauty about it, is that now they make things waterproof. And then you don't have to worry about it like going under your eye during the day, you know. Highlighter is everything. So remember, and especially now we're going into spring soon.
Yeah.
And this highlighter, look at it, you can tell it that way. And then you just do that. It gives you the most amazing glitter ever. That's the glitter.
On my face.
Because then remember, we only need it on the eyes, we don't need it on the rest of the face.
Yeah.
So this is how then you just remove it.
Okay. And then the tip does not ruin the makeup.
No. Okay. So this is the best mascara ever. Okay.